What up, people? Ramon, lifestylesdefined.com. Today we're taking a look at the PS Vita, or the PSP2. That's what I like to call it, because that's what it is. The design is very similar to the old one. As you can see, same form factor. It's a little thinner, a little lighter, but not by much. What they've added, they've got a second analog stick now, which is really good. Now you can enjoy some first-person shooters without playing it in golden style or GoldenEye style. And the touch screen, it is an AMOLED LED screen. It's really nice, and it's touchscreen, so you can't really be mad at that. At the back, we've got this little platelet here. This is actually a button. You know, I really like that. There's something, I guess you're on Facebook or Twitter with this thing, you can actually scroll by, you know, corrosing the button in the back. It's got a front-facing camera here. It's not the best thing in the world, but it isn't the worst. And then it's got a camera here on the back. I don't know the specs of the camera. I can't even remember what the hell it is. It doesn't even matter. No one cares about specs anymore. So up here we've got the door for your games. Shout out for Sony for doing this dumb shit again. A piece of proprietary technology that they can overcharge you. You know, I had enough of these fuckfaces with that UMD nonsense. It's the same thing they did. They said, oh yeah, the UMD, it's the wave of the future, and DVD quality this and DVD quality that, and they really didn't mean dick, because the games are available to download anyway. So it's the same thing they did with Blu-ray, essentially. Wave of the future, we got to have the Blu-ray on the PlayStation, and they did that, delayed the PlayStation for Blu-ray, only to find out Blu-ray means nothing for gaming. So how awesome is Sony for doing that dumb shit? And here we go again. This is the memory stick. So I bought the whole thing, ran home, opened the box, and I had no memory stick. Had to go back to GameStop, spend like $4,000 for this, and that's what Sony does to you. So shout out for Sony. At least, you know, I can say that you're a consistent group of assholes. I can't even get this thing back in here. And you refuse to learn your lesson. But whatever, proprietary is how you do it. It is how you do it. So, dumb shit aside, let's turn it on. Let's see what it's about. I like the way the buttons feel. These analogs, they're really nice. The device on its overall has a nice sleek look. You got your power button here. Maybe I gotta hold it to turn it on. What's it doing? There we go. You got the volume up, volume down. These were down here on the first one, but now they're up here, so I can live with that. The charging mechanism, again, proprietary. Go fuck yourself, Sony. But whatever, it is what it is. And here's the home screen. So they got this neat little paper peeling thing to unlock, and this is actually consistent throughout the UI. Like if you launch an app, you know, it kind of does that whole slide-in thing. You've got the PlayStation Store, of course. So this is how things work. When you actually click on something, it doesn't launch right away. It sort of gives you like a preview screen or a briefing screen, so you can see if there's updates for whatever it is you just launched. No, I really don't want to press the home button. You can refresh to check to see if there's anything new, any new content, or whatever that help button is. So let's look at one of the games. One of the games will give you a good look. Yeah, see? So let's refresh. It'll tell us if there's updates. And by the way, shout out for Capcom for trying to charge me $4 for a fucking character that should have been on the game. You know what? I'll just not play as Jill. Fuck you too, Capcom. So anyway, like I said, the PlayStation Store is a good hub. You've got they've got a bunch of PlayStation Vita games on there. I think there's the original PSP games on there as well, because I've got my Final Fantasy Tactics loaded up. Cross-platform games. So there's obviously games you can play on both the PlayStation and the PS3. Oh, I'm sorry, the Vita and the PS3. Yeah, PSP games. I think they removed the PlayStation 1 games because the jailbreaking guys, they were using that to hack the homebrew or whatever. So they just went ahead and fucked everyone one shot. Sony does not like that homebrew shit. They don't rock with you, sorry. Also available is, there's apps in this thing, if I could figure out how to navigate it. Is there a back button? Do I just press PlayStation Store? Okay, this is stupid. So let's close that. And let's load it back up again. And whoever told you Sony couldn't do a UI, they were probably right. Or maybe I just couldn't figure out how to do it. So here we are, apps. Oh yeah, it was my fault. It did say all. So we go to apps, and they've got quite a few things. They got Facebook, Foursquare for people who bought the 3G version. It does have GPS on it, so you know Foursquare is of use. You got Netflix. I've watched like a movie once, never again, but it does work if you're into that. Skype is always a good look for anything with front-facing cameras. You know, you gotta have Skype. Yeah, they did pretty good. The Facebook app is neat. Videos, I don't even know what to expect from this. I never even looked at it. God of War, what the hell is that? I don't know. Whatever. The point is, the Sony store isn't bad. There's things on there for the PlayStation people to do. Party, I don't know what the hell that is. I guess you and your mans with a Vita get up and look at each other. That, if you want to do that, it's up to you. This Nair business is pretty cool though. So I guess it sort of looks for people who have a Vita and they show up on like a map. Let's go to discoveries. But what's really nice about this is you can discover like downloadable content based on where you are. Look at this Nemesis type goal. I think I unlocked that before. Let's go ahead and download that. Like how cool is that? That's really nice. So how the hell? I think, let me see if I can show you the map. There really is a lot to this app, but it's just so cumbersome, the UI. You gotta press like 1,000,001 things to do it. Oh, there's a lot. It really didn't need to tell me the location was obtained. Just pull up the goddamn map. And it's still doing it. Alright, what the fuck? No, I don't want discoveries. Alright, so this is fucking stupid. And we're gonna stop looking at this right now. Yeah, so then there's that. This is the camera. It ain't the best thing in the world. See, Uncharted. And I would show you the front. Alright. Let's switch it to the front. There you go. Switch it back. There's video too. Whoop, not that button. I guess you can tell I don't use this thing. Well, I guess that wasn't video either. Whatever, the point is it's there. It's nice to have it. You've got a browser for whatever reason. Let's just show you the Facebook. The Facebook app isn't bad. It's slow as shit, but it's not that bad. If you really, for some strange reason, are tired of the Facebook on your phone and you want to wait another 10 minutes, then why not? Why not use it? Especially given the fact that it is touchscreen, so actually typing isn't horrible. So here's the scrolling. You see me scrolling on the back of it with that pad I told you about earlier. What's on my mind? Let's see if I can update that. Yep. So fuck Sony is on my mind, and there we have it. I'm gonna go ahead and like that, and we can get out of there. The Twitter app, it's real minimalistic. It is what it is. It works, you know, you can't really complain. I don't think you'll be conducting super online marketing promotion campaigns on it, but it works. It is fairly fast. I loaded it up right away, actually. I'm shocked. But not bad overall. So when you talk PSP, the biggest reason I have this thing is for this game right here, Final Fantasy Tactics. I can't get enough of that. I'm not going to show it to you because it looks like crap on this, but it's still you know, my favorite game. So as you can see, now I'm launching a Marvel vs. Capcom. I actually found out today that it's not the same as the console. Nigel told me that the backgrounds, they don't move, which I never even noticed. And he said that there was no new characters or whatnot. He's a real Marvel vs. Capcom nut, so he didn't get it just because the backgrounds don't move. You know, I'm not judging him. So it is just like the console version, meaning it takes 15 minutes to load. So if you were thinking that you're gonna get a game or two off before you somehow do something very urgent, then the joke's on you. You'll be, look at this, it wants to go online and you gotta hit OK. Look at that, 1,000,001 times. Let me turn it down a little. And it's doing all types of shit. I don't know, these game developers, they really need to rethink their strategy. If you're gonna make a PSP game or a PS Vita game, there's no reason to advertise your 15 logos. Yeah, so I really do miss the bigger buttons. This guy Deadpool's annoying. But you know, you learn to live with it, especially you get used to holding it a certain way. Yeah, I'm going to ignore you guys right now and just bust some ass real quick. Oh, Christ. Cut it out. Just fucked him up. Yeah, so this isn't... I was pretty shocked when I saw this at first because it really does look good. And I was expecting it to be a lot, like, toned down. But like I guess like I just said, Nigel found out that the God damn it, he found out that the environments don't move, and that pissed him off. Like, I really don't have time to look at the environment, so I'm not upset at that at all. But overall, like, see, I'm in the middle of a super move, I can just quit. That I'm very impressed with. What is this, Android? I don't even know what the hell this is. Whatever it is, it runs really smooth. They did a real good job on that. I've got Uncharted. It's right here, but I'm not gonna pull it out and put it in. Uncharted actually looks pretty good. I've got no quarrels with that. Oh, look at that map. I think this is this Google Maps? I think so. You know, can't remember. But I think overall, Sony did a good job. The problem is, me personally, I don't ever use this thing. It's always in the house. I'm not taking it to work with me. I'm not taking it out on the weekends. So this now becomes my Final Fantasy Tactics machine. So when I want to play Final Fantasy Tactics, that's all I do. But I can see that there's kids and gamers out there who love this thing, especially with the apps that Sony put on it, and the touchscreen is nice. And how do you even play music on this? Here we go. I kind of, you know, phones are so good these days, it's kind of hard to imagine somebody using this as their primary media device, but you know, they make a good case. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I don't have any songs on here. So would I recommend it? Like, sure, yeah, why not? I don't subscribe to the notion that the iPad is the new gaming, the mobile gaming thing of the future. Fuck that. It's not. There's no controls, there's no analogs. It's a goddamn tablet. If you like Angry Birds, then fine. But if you want some hardcore gaming on the go, then I think the Vita is a good choice. It's got that on lock. So anyway, check out the site. Check us out on Twitter. Lifestyles Def DEF. Like us on Facebook. We'll be around. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Easy.